All right, y'all. Now it is time for the news and sports portion of the show. So, what's happening in the world? What's going down? C-Rebel, what you want to talk about?
Are we in news or sports?
It's news and sports. Usually we start with the news.
Okay.
Welcome to the show, Fives of the Week podcast.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Episode 129.
Welcome.
Yes.
Glad to have you.
I was waiting for all that, and that didn't happen. You went right into me. It threw me off.
What is up, my bro, my sugar friend?
Waiting on you, C-Rebel. The world is watching.
A good thing here in Detroit. You guys heard that the Detroit Grand Central Station is reopening tomorrow.
You're full of shit.
Yeah, it's
Is that
reopening
tomorrow or tonight?
That's tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. It was opened first in 1913, ran all the way till 1988. Been closed since 1988. Ford bought it, put a bunch of money into it, and the grand reopening tomorrow. I think it's
$1 billion.
I think it's great that they saved that old historic building.
Yes.
I love
Capone
it.
went through the, Capone?
Capone went through it. Charlie Chaplin went through that building. Is it Charlie Chaplin went through that building?
I'm talking about Capone.
Capone he probably had
783.
some money dealings to get the thing built.
Yeah.
Didn't that older Mexican guy own that building? The same guy that owns the Ambassador Bridge?
Yeah, but
he owns the bridge.
Apparently his family owned the original one because in 1913
His name's Manny Maroon or something.
Yes.
Yeah, but wasn't his family that owned it? But didn't they own the original one? Because there was one before that, and they had to open this one in 1913
maybe.
earlier. They wanted to because that one burnt down to the ground, and they had to open the new one.
How does he own the bridge?
I don't fucking know. It's the only
It's a
privately
fucking
owned bridge.
international bridge. And
Yeah.
this guy owns it.
It's
He owns a
privately
building.
owned.
He owns a building right there by Packard. I roofed his building down there, which eventually was going to be torn down and going through part of it.
The Packard plant?
Yeah, right by the Packard plant, yeah.
That's something to see. That thing is huge. That thing is massive.
Fucking gangster, man. That's
Huge.
badass.
They're having a big grand reopening. Eminem produced the show, and they got some pretty big stars going there. And he
I know, I
produced the
heard.
show for it. Yeah.
Did you see the list?
He's got Jack White, Big Sean, Diana Ross. To mention others, he's got actors like Mike Epps and Sophia Berg coming down there, and they're not saying if he's going to appear in it or not. They haven't said yes or no, but I know him and Paul Rosenberg, his producer. They produced the whole entire show that's going to be down there. It's going to be really huge, and I think it's great for the city.
Very huge.
Very big, very large for the city, very large.
Yeah, all the things happening in Detroit is just one more
And the
thing.
special guest.
Yeah.
So now the building, can people rent out space there? If you
that's
want to
what
have
it is.
your office
It's
there.
office spaces and stuff like that, but they had this big grand reopening because of how historic the building is.
Nice.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I think they're streaming it on Peacock as well.
Peacock.
I haven't heard, but they might be.
Yeah.
Well, from what I hear, they're going to have C-Rebel down there, too.
They invited me. My schedule is booked.
Yeah. You should dress up like a peacock.
That damn C-Rebel.
W. What else you got, Rebel?
A Sterling Heights woman. I heard about this. Pretty cool. A Sterling Heights woman just won on a scratch off. She won $25,000 for life.
Damn.
Which ended up coming down to what ended up being is $25,000 for 20 years or her life, whichever comes first. They gave her an option. She could have taken $390,000 payout, a one-time payout.
How old is she?
She was 58 years old, so she took the pay. She took the payment.
She's in the game until she's 78.
Yeah,
She
she took the
25.
payments.
What's she look like?
I have no idea. She's married. She's married. It said.
I don't care about that.
you don't worry
I don't
about
care
that.
about that.
It said she
That's even better.
Right.
She often bought scratch off tickets, but she never buys this one. There's only the second time she ever bought this one. She got
Which
home.
one did she win on?
She won on the Lucky for Life scratch off.
Wow.
When she said she doesn't usually
I
buy
got
those
something
too
for her to
much.
scratch off right now.
Cheech will make her lucky for life.
Wild time Cheech.
Faux knife.
Yeah, she said she looked at it, she couldn't believe it. She said she started trembling when she looked at the ticket. They called the lottery office going, no, something ain't right. It wasn't until they gave her the code number in the back, they came back and said, congratulations, this is the right code number for winning the lottery of life. And
Where did she buy the ticket? Did they say?
you know what? I didn't see where she bought it at. I just heard that she had bought
That's
the scratch
cool,
off.
man.
And
What a cool story.
She went and bought it, and they're literally getting ready to retire next year because her
That's
husband
awesome.
had some health problems,
for her.
and he had to retire early, so they're a penny pension. You know what I mean? Because they weren't able to retire when
Not
they wanted
anymore.
to.
Yeah.
Damn.
$25,000 extra a year.
Yes.
Well, younger people can learn from that. Say you still want to work, but you get that extra $25K on top. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's just you're living good.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
20 years ago, you were middle of America at $25,000 a year.
25 more than you had.
yeah, but on top of your regular job is what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. But 20 years ago, that's what people were living on. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good money back then.
That's all I got for the news.
Okay, good stuff.
Busy.
Cheech, what do you got?
So police are investigating after a 74-year-old woman was declared dead at a Nebraska nursing home,
I heard about that. I seen it the other day.
only to wake up 3 hours later at the funeral home. She
What?
was breathing.
No.
In a casket.
Yeah, she was
Come
in a
on.
casket. They were getting ready, and then the guy's like, "Hold on a minute," and he seen her chest was moving, and she started waking up.
What?
So then they called EMS. Yeah, come to the funeral home. We need you to get
We need
somebody.
CPR.
And then they took her to the hospital.
But they've never had that phone call before. We need to get somebody the other way.
That's like some stuff right out of a movie. So she
Yeah.
wasn't embalmed or anything?
No,
or-
not yet. You know,
Wow.
they were getting ready to do that, and they were sizing her up for a fucking casket.
So they picked her up, put her in the casket. She never woke up until
well, she
got-
wasn't
wild,
in the
bro.
casket. She was on the
The slab.
slab. You know, they were about ready to drain her blood. You know, tip her upside
They
down,
were on
let the
she was
blood.
on the stainless bed.
Throw me in the water with puss. Throw me with puss.
It's crazy, man.
Puss.
And they said that she's alive still, and she's breathing on her own, and this, and I'm thinking, wow, man, that was just like that guy.
It was a practice run.
The guy was in prison on a life sentence, and he died for 4 minutes, and then they brought him back to life. He's suing them because he said
A DNR.
his life sentence is done because he died. Now he's reborn.
Got a point.
Yeah.
He's
a
got.
point.
He's
He
got.
was
A,
legally
He was
dead
legally
before
dead.
He paid what he owed.
yeah, he's got a fucking lawyer and everything. I'm thinking, and that I want to party with it. We got to get him
If
on
that
the
dude gets out,
podcast.
we have to have him on.
Yes, yes.
yes.
I
You're
died
more
in the
than
joint.
welcome.
And then there's some sad news in the rap world, man. Brother Marquise from the 2 Live Crew died at
shit.
58.
Yeah, I seen that.
Sad, dude.
I
Yeah.
just want everybody say, hey, we want some. Hey,
We want
One
some puss.
I would do that at the funeral.
Oh, I'm guaranteed that'll get done at the funeral.
Hell yeah, you got to.
And 2 Live Crew, you think about that. Back in the 80s, dude, the best thing that ever happened to their ratings was, remember when America banned them?
Yes.
Remember they banned
Oh,
as
yeah.
dirty as they want to be?
Dude, if you got caught with that playing in the car, you would get it confiscated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they came out right after that. They came
Yes.
out with banned in the USA.
Yes.
Remember that in the 80s?
Yeah.
Banned in the USA.
I
didn't know that. That's a real thing.
Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like,
Wow.
Oh, it was all over the news.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
You got caught with that.
Luke
yeah.
Skywalker. Because everybody had it blaring out of
Yes,
out of their
yes.
cars and trucks and
Right.
stuff. So they're like, you know, if we hear that,
Sure.
Yep.
you're going to get pulled over.
They got
and this
banned.
and
Yeah,
that.
they got
crazy,
banned.
man.
So
Yeah.
did you guys remember NWA got banned for a minute too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were, and all these demonstrators are going buying up every single album and destroying them. They would follow them around on their tour bus.
Well, they told him downtown when he was in Detroit, said,
Yeah.
don't say he fucked the police.
He
They was
didn't
like,
say it the
"No."
best though. They showed it in the movie. That's a true. That's a
Yeah.
real true part of the movie when they said
Me and
they could do what they want.
Me and
with them.
Chaos were
They
at that
paid for them
concert.
motherfuckers.
Right.
Me and Chaos were at that concert.
For real?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
You were at the Joe Louis Arena
Yeah,
concert? Wow.
because somebody shot a blanks, you know, like a blank gun. They started playing that. The cops came out. They ran off, and I was like in the crowd, and everybody hit the floor.
Wow.
15 minutes later, lights went back out. Boom. Here comes the next act. I don't know who it was.
Wow, really?
LL Cool J was the headliner that night.
LL Cool J.
You know. That's
I think I need love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been about that time, right? That'd have been, or that'd have been. You're the kind of guy that acts.
Oh, that was
suspicious.
cool, too, yeah.
I'm the kind of guy that says the pudding is delicious. Oh, yeah. Oh. LL was the shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you?
You're talking my era right there.
I'm the kind of dude to leave my drawers in your hamper. And one more, the little beef between Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel has kind of sparked up again.
I heard about that.
Is this political?
It is when the list came out of Epstein's Island of
Right,
all
right,
the
right.
people. Aaron Rodgers was saying how Jimmy Kimmel's name was on this list.
Yeah, I heard about
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I heard about
And
that.
then he got all pissed off and this and that. So now that they're in spring camp in New York, somebody mentioned to Aaron Rodgers. He said, "Oh yeah, he's still on that list." He said, "I have pictures of him on the
He
island."
came out and said something about that.
And
too,
Jimmy
Rodgers.
Kimmel wants to fight him, man. He wants to fight
He
him.
does. He does not in words.
So-
he physically wants to fight him.
Yeah. So who's right in this one?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers probably got the proof. Who knows?
I don't really care. I just like to see him fight.
Well, I heard C. Rebel was on the list too.
On Epstein Island.
Epstein Island, damn you, C. Rebel.
Wow. I got kids, man. That's a hard story.
Oh man.
Ain't no Hollywood on no island. I got my own island, goddammit. Island of Relevancy.
He only worked in the kitchen. He didn't fabricate. He only worked in the kitchen.
I reside on the highest Appalachia down there.
What's that mean? Oh, you know when you at Space Mountain, baby.
That's it.
All right, Hollywood.
I got news. Let's for the first news. Roman Reigns right here, baby.
The Chiefs coming
The
back.
chief is
The
coming
tribal
back.
chief.
Acknowledge
He
your
has-
tribal
acknowledge
chief.
your tribal chief. He has to restore order. Period.
Hollywood's not a fan of wrestling right now.
No, absolutely not. I'm pickled with it. Cody Rhodes, I can't stand. I'm glad that AJ Styles faked the retirement and then clotheslined his ass. He's just not doing. I just kind of feel like let's just give it to him. Give it to him because his daddy didn't get it. No, that's wrong, man. So I'm still pickled on it.
Not
But
buying it.
anyways, no.
The boy's mine.
Now, can I ask a question? Cody Rhodes, I'm not up on today's wrestling. He's not Dusty Rhodes' son.
He
He'd
is.
be
Yes.
Dustin, right?
Dustin and Cody
That's
are
his
his
brother.
children.
That's his brother.
Oh, so he was younger brother of Dustin of Gold Dust, right?
Yes.
That was a stupid ass fucking character.
And the
Stupid
dad,
dumb.
and the dad is Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, I remember the American Dream. Who couldn't remember
The American Dream was
right?
sweet right there.
Yeah,
with
who
kings
was
and queens.
the little
right
black
there.
chick used to come running out
Sapphire.
with
That's
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
I made a Sapphire right there. Let me tell you something right there.
That's a wrestling I remember.
Yes,
you know what I
yes,
mean?
American Dream. That
There
song was sweet
For as
too.
many great characters there was in that era, there was a lot of stupid ass
What was her
fucking
name?
characters.
Oh yeah.
What was her name?
Sapphire.
Sapphire. Sapphire.
You see
Remember
when he?
Booker T?
Oh yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
looked like he's having a goddamn seizure.
Did you
Fucking
see? Did you
shaking in
see
his hand.
when the lady pulled up to the gas station and Dusty Rhodes come? He said, "Baby, sit down in the car right there.
Yeah,
and let me
yeah,
pour
yeah.
you some gas if you understand what I'm saying."
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, Dusty, American Dream.
Love Dusty.
All right, I got a sad note. Our Larry Allen for the Cowboys, offensive lineman, beast,
Yep.
Saw
and
that.
lost his life. He did anybody get anything on that? He was on vacation in Mexico.
No,
He
I haven't
passed
heard
away,
any details
52
about
years
it.
old.
Yeah, 52 years old. I haven't heard any details. I know it wasn't under natural causes from what they were saying.
Very sad. Larry Allen was a beast for them Cowboys.
Yeah.
Here's a guy who you're talking bench 225 45 times, dude. 45 times. Like it was nothing. Kind of reminded me of back in the day. Just cranking them out.
Yeah,
Just an
kind of like
animal.
back in the day.
Yeah, bench press 700 and squatted 900.
Wow.
Beast, man.
And 52. I'm 52. And you think it's like you go on
It
vacation.
puts it in perspective, doesn't it, when you
Yes,
say it
you
like
go
that?
on family with your
Right.
Yeah.
your family on vacation, and boom, that's it. Gone.
How old are you, Cheech?
57.
57. I'm 47, so I'm 10 years behind you. But it does. I'm not far behind 52, and that
Hey,
puts it in
every day's a
perspective.
blessing, man. That's why
Right.
we live it all the way to the end till we go to sleep, and that's it. 'Cause you don't know if you wake up.
And that's a healthy guy. I mean, to die something like that, it's like, fuck. Guess I'll just keep smoking and drinking.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's sad, man.
I have this too. You hear about the girl that went through the safari, and she was in the car with her mom and dad, and also
What
the
did she
giraffe
do?
was hungry, and went down, and she had like this little bag of I think pretzels or something. So he went to go grab the bag, and when he grabbed the bag, he grabbed her shirt and lifted her up.
Oh,
They're
no.
freaking out, and then the mom's like, "Let her down," and he dropped her down or whatever, and nothing bad happened to her. But the dad was like, he was like, at that moment, I was like, "Oh my god," because my daughter lifted it in the air, but it was going after the.
It was going after the bag of pretzels.
And it happened to grab her shirt.
Damn.
And it showed a video of it. Unbelievable.
Could you imagine?
No, I couldn't. I didn't hear about that. I'm going home and watching it.
Yeah,
I'll
watch
let
it
you
pull it
know.
up on the video, man. Yeah.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Did you ever go through like one of those parks where like the animals come up to the vehicle?
Yeah, they have one.
have-
We did that with the kids, man.
I see the
I
point
have
there.
some videos. That shit was fun.
Yeah, which one did you go to?
Clinton, Ohio.
Yeah, it's African Safari. It's right by
Yeah.
Cedar Point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one we went to.
See, I never went to that.
And the animals know when they see the cars, they know that
yeah.
the foods are coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they said that the animal didn't try to hide. It was going for the bag of. You
The
know what I mean?
donkeys are the fucking assholes, man. They will walk, they will act real nice. They grab
Very
the whole
large,
bucket,
very large.
and then they rip the whole fucking thing out of your hand and drop it on the ground.
But like their whole heads, like they come in the van and they're
Yeah.
like, looking around.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because they're used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's wild, man.
You know what's sad, Rebel? When you take a girl sometime, you go and she's like, God damn you look just like that freaking donkey over there.
If she says I look like a donkey, I mean, we ain't gonna work.
He's a bad motherfucker, I can tell you that. That's all I got.
Look like a donkey, built like a rhinoceros. Motherfucker.
Hollywood has his own personal petting zoo. You know what I'm saying? All right, how about this? The world's first tooth regrowing drug will be given to humans in September. The world's first human trial of a drug that can regenerate teeth will begin in a few months, less than a year from the news of its success in animals. This paves the way for the medicine to be commercially available as early as 2030.
They came up with that about 2.5 years too fucking late because these aren't mine anymore. Goddammit! All right. Show them. Show them teeth. I spent it 2 years too late. Goddammit! Now they come out with the shit.
That's Facebook gold right there.
Yes.
Would you guys do that or no? If you needed one, would you try it?
What's that?
No.
Fucking get your teeth regrowing. The
I
medicine.
fucking
Take the
would. I
medicine.
bet that was a cost because this shit was a mint.
Yeah.
No,
I
actually.
guess I'd have to get some, information on it.
Yeah.
See what happens. But yeah.
I did hear about it a few years ago when it was in development stage. From what I understand of it, you have to have at least some portion of the tooth left.
Okay.
It won't just grow a new tooth like a baby
So you
out
need
of
something
your
to
fucking,
build on, right?
Yeah, it's not like
It's just messed up.
it's not like it impregnates your gums and they start fucking growing
Right.
out.
Yeah, see, Rebel, you got one coming out of your cheekbone.
Yeah, right. Fucking went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, and that's what the thing was. All the money people spent on root canals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This will take that rotted out molar in the back, heal it up, fill it. It won't build a whole tooth. It'll fill that all up with all the recalcium bone and everything, just like it was supposed to be.
Wow.
I did hear something about that a few years ago.
Interesting. I won't be first in line, I know that, but
No.
all right. Giant venomous flying spiders with 4-inch legs headed to New York area as they spread across the East Coast. So these are like green and blue lanternflies, the cicadias, and now these things. So the females can have 4-inch long legs and they're venomous. And they're showing up in New York. So beware.
Beware.
Stay away from the East Coast.
Are you guys spider fans or no?
Not at all. Hate them.
All right, my last thing is America has a new second favorite soda. So Dr. Pepper, Eric's favorite, Dr. Pepper has taken over Pepsi as America's second favorite pop.
Damn.
You
Not a
think
fan.
is it Dr. Pepper Zero?
No, I think it just as a brand, so as a whole. So according to data from the trade publication Beverage Digest, Dr. Pepper and Pepsi both had 8.3% of the market volume last year, with Dr. Pepper slightly ahead. Coke maintained the lead with 19.2% of the soda market. So as you know, I'm in the
Who
business.
owns
So
Dr. Pepper?
Keurig Dr. Pepper owns
Keurig?
Dr. Pepper. Yep,
Okay.
it's like a joint company.
You think more people are drinking water? And
Absolutely, yeah.
I believe so.
I
That's
think-
why everybody got into it. Coke and Pepsi started
Soda
making
sales
original waters.
overall are down from years past because people know the effects of sugar and even aspartame.
Yeah.
All the ingredients. People just aren't drinking it as much. So you got energy. You got all these other alternatives. So people are leaning in towards that.
So how do you survive? Like, you figure, since you work for a corporation like that, what are all other alternatives that you guys are going to come up with to survive that market?
Keurig's still probably bashing for you.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. The coffee is huge, but there's these carbonated, flavored drinks.
Yeah.
Carbonated water, basically. So that's like a pop supplement. Again, energy, juice, water. Water's just huge. Water kills it.
Yeah.
You
I like that
the high
alkaline
margin
water.
stuff.
Yeah, that goodness. You ever see that fruit drink? It's a goddess. Good. Man, you look at the sugar that's in it.
Oh man, yeah.
56 grams just in that small
56 grams.
Yeah.
It's like you're done.
Yeah.
You know what you do to the way that is? We'll take a measure cup and pour 56 grams of sugar.
It's like how do you
And
call
show
that
you
good
what-
for
yeah.
Well, it's just like anything else. As long as you have it
just pour it
in
into a
moderation.
beer.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
have stuff in moderation, it's fine, right? But if you overdo it, which we do, we're kind of a greedy society. We will drink 5
Yeah.
pops a day or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Then it becomes a health issue.
Well, then we go, oh, they just got a pill for that.
And I used to be
Eat more.
guilty of it, man. I drink
there you
Coke
go.
like it's water,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
or 7
McDonald's
Ups or
Coke.
whatever it may be. Yeah,
McDonald's
is the
Coke.
best.
You get them fucking cups are like this, man.
Yeah.
Get it with no ice, right? Shit. You're
Real quick, C Rebel, Coke or Pepsi?
I'm Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi person.
Wow.
Coke.
Hollywood,
Coke Zero.
Eric, Coke. You're solo, man. The lone
But I
wolf,
do
C
like a
Rebel,
Pepsi
down
every
here.
now and then. I do like a Pepsi every now and
I've
then.
just always been a Pepsi
But it
guy.
just tastes so chalky, dude. So chalky.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, so that's all I got for news. So let's talk a little sports, man. So locally, obviously Cam Sutton was a big deal.
Pittsburgh.
Signed a 1-year deal with Pittsburgh. So how do you feel about that after the whole domestic violence dispute?
I don't know. I mean, I don't see him making the team really anyway. You know what I mean? Especially they got a pretty good defense over there anyway. So I think it was just to add some competition, in training camp right now. And he makes it all the way to spring training, all the way to the preseason games. I'll be surprised. So I think it was just a little bit of, hey, look who we got.
Yeah,
here.
they're looking at it like, let's just take a shot at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we got.
Add some
See
depth,
if we,
maybe.
yeah.
Add some competition to the guys that are going to make the team. You know what I mean? Make them think that it's a ploy. It's
He could be hell of a hitter still.
NFL team's been doing it for 100 years.
Hell of a hitter.
He's a hell of a hitter. Well, what happened with all them charges? Something.
I don't hear nothing.
Yeah. Well, if he signed with the team, the charges are gone. They have to be because he wasn't allowed to be signing with the NFL.
But I
wanna
heard
say-
that girl, she was kind of like,
Well, right, but I'm saying is Roger Goodell would not have taken him off the list if there were charges still pending.
We don't know the
Because
details.
So they have to be gone. If he's with a team, he doesn't have any charges pending against him right now.
He was charged with misdemeanor battery. So that's what he was charged with.
Yeah, but if he's still being charged with it, he would not be able to sign with any NFL team pending the outcome of that case. So those charges must be
It must be done then if he
right,
signed.
right. because-
I want to know what the bitch said. That's all. To make him.
he didn't
put
mean
him
to do
at
it.
that
I
fucking
provoked
level.
him.
You
I
know.
provoked him.
We'll see what happens, man. I mean, Steelers got a lot going on there this year.
They do.
Yeah.
With the 2 quarterbacks, they're still got that win streak under Tomlin. So we'll have to
They
see
were
what
just
happens.
they were just talking about that today. How Fields didn't go there to be the backup.
Yeah.
He wants to be the starter.
Yeah.
yeah.
And everybody's like, it's like, you know what? Hey, I don't blame the guy.
I mean, but you got to have that mindset. If you're going to save your career and revitalize, I think you've got to go in with that mindset.
Absolutely.
But you have
Yeah.
a Hall of Fame quarterback there in Russell Wilson. Granted,
But you're delusional. He's got about as much chance of being a starter of that team as I do with beating Tyson Fury.
who, Russ or Justin?
Justin Fields.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, he's got about as much chance of
Yeah.
winning that starting position as I do
So
with
are you
knocking
saying
out
that
Tyson
Russell
Fury.
Wilson will be the starter for Pittsburgh?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
I believe so, too.
But
You know,
Consistency.
Huh?
for a year?
For a year, yeah, for a year. Justin Fields has still got 8-9 years left in the NFL if he stays healthy. He's still a young
He's
kid.
a hell of an athlete, too.
Yeah, so they're going to make a
Yeah.
push, see what they can get out of Russell for his last final year.
And then go in with the.
If he doesn't get, if he gets hurt, then I can see Fields coming in as a starter like week 4, week 5. He gets hurt.
Yeah,
But
well, we'll see what happens. So another big news, obviously, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson is off now because I
Yes.
guess Tyson has a flare-up.
has it also?
An ulcer flare-up. So now it's postponed for later in the year. It was getting heavy, man. There was a lot of shit talking online. Everybody's booking parties, getting ready to go. I was really looking forward to it. Hopefully it still happens. This is one of the things about getting older and you get into the fight game. You got to be real cautious of this kind of stuff. So we'll have to see what happens. What are you guys' thoughts?
I'm suspicious of the fight and you could ask my wife. I said that to my wife when I first had this. I bet you it don't happen.
Yeah.
I bet you this is a ploy.
It showed, there's a video of Jake Paul. He's like all depressed about it when the news broke. He's
Yeah,
like
I've seen it.
showering under his waterfall or something.
Well, he
He's
might
all
not
mad
be
and
off the
shit.
hook because Ryan Garcia said, I can take his place
Oh.
and I'll end you.
Garcia whoop him or no?
Oh, Garcia will. Yeah.
I don't-
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Garcia whip him. Ain't no doubt about that.
No, I think believe he'll win, but I don't believe he'll whip him.
Man, you see
Jake
the
Paul,
left-
yeah,
you see
Jake
the
Paul's
left
got.
hand
He's got. Yeah, I see the left hand he's got, but Jake Paul's got a good defense and he's got a good counter. That's what
Devontae
made him
Davis
survive.
said right there, that's the hardest man who's ever hit me.
Oh, I agree with that, but
Said
I
that
don't
about Jake Paul.
No, about Ryan.
About Ryan Garcia, he dude's got a left hand.
He said
moved
he
his
got
house.
about it.
What's going on with his? Wasn't there like PEDs or something
Yeah,
in
he
his
was,
test?
he was guilty.
Right.
He was juicing.
Just, yeah.
Damn you! Does that take away from his game? You think, or is he still a bad boy?
Absolutely. If you cheat, you cheat.
You cheat.
That shit a game of
He knew
boxing.
it. Vargas did against De La Hoya.
Yeah.
And they busted him. He come on the broad, start De La Hoya and doing all this stuff. And, you know, he knew it. He was dirty, like Margarito, when he put concrete in the hands and busted up Cotto.
That's the most.
That,
dumb-
he should have been banned for life.
Absolutely.
What he did to his face over 5 rounds, disfigured it. I mean, you know, you're like, come on, this guy didn't hit that hard.
Right.
Come on.
All of a sudden, this fight, he just picked up the
Yeah,
punch
and
that
his
hurt.
eyes swollen, his cheeks going like this by the 3rd round. No. And he's like, oh, no, I'm trying to take these things off. And, oh, you got concrete in these. Oh. No, they didn't. They should have suspended him.
Not only say suspended him, they should have had charges pressed against him.
Oh, there's no doubt.
That, you know what I mean? That was horrible.
Speaking of banned, how about that baseball player that got banned for betting?
Second player ever in history.
Yes,
banned for
he's
liquor
done.
betting.
But he only won 14% of his bets. I'm thinking he's such
Maybe he's
a
hobby.
betting.
What a way to piss your career away on. You know what I mean?
For something you're not
That's
even
a
very
shitty
good
gambler.
at.
Can't fucking
horrible.
do that either. It's like, damn, bro.
He's like, I'm going to bet that we're going to lose tonight.
And they win. The fuck?
Last thing I got, boys. So we got the NBA Finals kicking off. I believe it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow night
Yes.
start.
So you got the Dallas Mavs against Boston Celtics, 2 young and up and coming teams.
Mavs.
Boston's been around chomping at the
Mavs.
bit, but I'm kind of rolling with the Mavs
Yeah,
too.
me too.
I want the Mavs.
That's
to
where you
win.
put your
I
money.
want to see Luka. I want to see.
Yes.
I want to see Kyrie going to Boston and just because you know the crowd's going to
Yes.
be crazy.
Oh, yeah, they're going to hate on
Because
him.
they have home court.
Did you see Luca talking shit to Snoop Dogg? He told him to go back to L.A. at the game. Did you see that? After he made his shot, Snoop, you see Snoop chirping, and he's like, go back to L.A. No, he said, L.A.'s that way.
Yeah, Porzingis is playing too.
Yes.
Yeah, I did hear he was
But he
playing.
played with Luka, so Luka knows all about
ain't no
Porzingis
doubt.
because he
Right.
played in Dallas with him.
That's true.
Wasn't it not 100% that he was going to play, though?
They asked him that question,
Yeah,
if you had to give a percentage of, he goes, we'll see.
yeah, I know it wasn't 100% chance.
He
was gonna
has a
play.
strained calf, so
Every time you
It's-
run,
every time you run, you stop.
that
Quick,
cat, yeah.
You're feeling
quick
it.
start, man.
Yeah,
that
then it
thing,
turns
that
into a
thing can pop.
Yeah.
Once that goes,
You
you're
don't,
done.
you don't having that bad cat like having other thing when you're doing some stuff. Right
You
now.
understand? You get a
you
little
can't
hamstrung
lock
right
up.
now, right now.
Matt
Hamstring tighten up right there, right now.
Out there by Continental Lanes, and that motherfucker caught on fire.
Continental Lanes. God, that's
I'll never
damn,
forget
man.
it. Something's burning. Something's burning in the backseat of my ride.
Did you see that TikTok video of Luca? And it's AI, but they auto-generate the voice and everything, but it sounds very similar.
Yeah.
He's talking shit about Edwards and all these guys and saying it ain't their time and they suck, fucking white boys taking over, this, that, and the other thing. It was just some crazy shit they put on TikTok.
know.
It was funny.
Luka's bad. He is the baddest European player I've ever seen play.
He's a bad boy.
25 years old. That's all he is.
25.
Yeah.
He's 25, but he's been playing pro ball since he was like 16 over in.
Yeah.
And he's one European player that actually popped because after Darko, I lost all faith in European players.
Wow.
But I mean, he's hard to guard.
Agile.
He's not fast, but he can move. He sees the court well.
He like the Joker.
He's got
You
a
can
good,
be not
he's got a
fast,
good
but
shot.
agile.
And he's
You know how to
He's
move.
agile, and he's hard to guard.
But with
He's a great passer, too.
He can dish the ball.
Yeah.
He's one of the
Very
first European players that's okay up here. A lot of them guys come over here and the game doesn't come
Doesn't
to them.
fit 'em,
They start
yeah.
drinking, they start partying in America, living up. I ain't going to be here long, so I guess I'll just party it up until they kick me out. He's kept it up
Yeah.
right up here, and that's why you're seeing the success.
Ever
out of
see
him.
his mom? His mom like goes to the games. She's fucking hot, man.
Yes, no, I've never.
Dad?
Luca's mom.
You get her number,
Yeah,
man.
she's
Hey,
bad.
Luke, I'm gonna get with your mama.
Cheech got a thing for the
Look at
milk
Cheech
right now.
Mother.
yeah.
Cheech got their number.
She like that milk right now.
Smell like cherry blossom over there.
That 30 right there.
Right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got that.
Third fucking titty. I think I'd run. I just think I'd run.
I'd take a shot at it.
I mean, you gotta love beautiful women.
Not with a third titty, I don't.
Did you see my Sophia Loren I had on Facebook? Oh, gorgeous, beautiful. Sophia
So-
Loren.
So what side do you motorboat, the right or the left? Or do you do both?
Swing it both ways. They
Got
go to
twin
the-
engines on this motorboat.
That woman was so freaking beautiful, man. Like amazing.
There's 8 billion people on
About
this
the motorboat,
planet.
this speaker, man, this fucking microphone.
There's 8 billion people on this planet. Cheech would be the only one to figure out how to fucking motorboat a third titty. Be the only one to try to contemplate
I'm gonna
that.
tell you what. When you come out here, Sophia Loren, I got bricked. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Bricked up?
I got bricked up.
All right, y'all got anything else about sports or no?
I don't know how that motorboating came into sports, but
We're going way
that's
off
where
the
we
rails
went.
here.
I got one more thing. One more thing, real quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Torque getting demoted.
Yeah, I saw that. AAA, right?
Torque.
Oh, yeah.
He got demoted AAA, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be his last stand.
I got something for sports. I'm still in mind, but
Okay. Well, actually, you didn't say nothing. You gotta speak up, boy.
I did. I was waiting for my turn.
Okay. Oh,
I mean,
hey,
next-
y'all freezing over.
Stanley Cup Finals. Stanley Cup Finals. Who you got?
Stanley Cup Finals. I'd like to see Canada take home. I don't think it'll happen, but I'd like to see a Canadians get
Eh?
themselves Stanley Cup.
Eh?
They deserve it.
Who they playing?
I'm you.
Florida.
Florida Panthers.
Florida
Florida's
Panthers.
favorite.
Florida's beating them.
Florida's favored.
Yeah.
They are favored statistic wise, but I'd like to see the Canadians take a cup home. They deserve one.
Red Wings will be there in 2 years.
Think so?
Yeah, if they fire Yzerman.
Interesting.
If they fire Yzerman.
Yeah. I'm sorry. He's had his time. You know what I mean?
Remember, he had to eat shit.
And,
Yeah.
He had to eat shit. He took over from the
He
ground
did,
up.
but I mean, okay. I mean,
Takes time.
How long are you going to give this guy at this point? You know what I mean?
Takes
How long
time.
has he been here now?
Takes time.
2 years?
2
Oh, it's
years.
been longer
So
than
2 or
that.
3.
I would say it's 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
4 or
it's like,
5?
this is his 7th year.
But
isn't it?
what he's building,
Hold on. I got it.
what did he tell you? He said, just like
we gotta
this,
fact check this.
I'm not trying to get by for 1 or 2 years. I'm building the foundation
I know,
for
but I
years
mean-
to come.
You know, after a while, you know, we in Detroit's never given
Now
a
did
GM this.
they re-sign Patty Kane?
Absolutely.
They have to.
You got
I mean,
to.
how do you not?
Yeah.
We were blessed. Come on. How many Stanley Cups did we win? 24 years straight we win.
But that's a kind of anomaly. You're never going to see an NHL team like that again with all of them.
So
all
we're
the
blessed.
Favors. Yeah,
We're blessed.
We were blessed.
Since 2019.
So you have to
5
give the
years.
man time.
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, so maybe I do give it another try. I thought he was, yeah, but
How long did it take him to get the Tampa Bay Lightning
3.
when he
3
first
years.
took
3
over?
years. But he had a lot of talent there when he got there.
So he took over and it was pretty.
yeah.
Yeah,
they
he had
were-
a lot more to work
Okay, when you
with.
put it
pretty
like that, I
stacked
stand
already.
corrected. I think he needs a few more years. So,
Yeah, and if he can't do it in 2, then he's got to go.
yeah, well, yeah.
'Cause now you're at the 7-year mark.
Right. I thought he was at 7. That's why I started saying. I had this argument with Scuba Steve a year ago. I thought that
Scuba.
he was doing
Scuba.
great.
Scuba Seed.
What else you got?
Yeah, I was saying sports. Oklahoma girls softball team. You guys heard about this? They made it to the College World Series with a walk-off home. They're looking to go. If they win it this year against Texas, this would be a 4-peat. That means they won the
I like
College
that.
World Series
I
4
seen
years
somebody
straight.
had a walk-off grand slam in college softball.
Yeah, but that wasn't. They had a walk-off home run. It was a
Okay.
solo shot. It was 5-5 in the 7th, and this girl that never hits home runs hit a walk-off home run.
They're
at the
so
bottom of the
competitive,
inning.
man. I love watching
And I
them.
love the emotion of women's softball. The emotion. It's they're still little kids playing a little.
They take it to another level.
Yeah, absolutely they do. I mean, the
Yeah.
emotion and the happiness in their faces. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to go for some big endorsement deals. Nothing. It's still a game that has not been corrupted by big corporations.
You
It's still
love the
just a
game
pure joy.
no matter how old you are.
Right.
Yep.
How about
Even
all
if I
these?
go and play, period.
How about all these haters against Caitlin Clark?
Yeah,
The
what
college
is-
basketball.
Where does that come from?
Jealousy.
I have no idea.
Because
But-
she signed the biggest endorsement contract in WNBA
Yeah,
history.
with Nike.
Outside of Nike, and people are like,
But I
who's this
mean-
1 year rookie coming in?
But
You know
there's
what I mean?
all these NBA guys, and they're like, where are her teammates getting her back?
Right. They
Did
Did you
doing
see
shit
what
for her.
Antonio Brown tweeted at her? Something about Caitlin Clark looked like she got mad bush or something like that. I mean, she's getting it from all angles
Oh,
in
yeah,
media.
yeah.
Antonio Brown, he's off. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he definitely.
But she's handling it like a pro so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
she's
handling
done
it
well.
like
Yeah,
a
she
pro.
is.
So I hope she, the biggest fuck you is winning a WNBA title in 2 years.
There you go.
Then she can just look at the camera like,
She is putting
Hey, me
people
now.
in the seats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, it's
No,
she can hit them
100%.
threes.
Without a shadow of a doubt. You got anything else, Rebel?
yes, I do. The San Francisco 49ers, you guys heard they signed Christian McCaffrey to a 2-year,
Yes, yes,
$38
yes.
million deal.
Yeah.
It's the largest 2-year deal in NFL history.
19 mil guaranteed, you
Yeah,
think?
yeah,
Or 19 per
19
year?
And they say Debo Samuel probably going to be like the one that's out.
I'd love to
Yeah.
pick him up.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
God, I
the
love
Lions
that
should
guy.
be all over that.
They
man.
say this signing could change the way the NFL pays running backs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they don't. Running backs historically don't get the big deals.
I feel like
You know, so
Christian
they give up 2 or 3
McCaffrey is
He's
one of
money,
one,
though,
though. He's just like,
man.
he's
Oh,
different,
yeah,
man.
he
But
is.
He's
you're
like-
going to pay him, and you're not going. We're beating you.
I think
That
you
money,
too.
you're going to eat that money
Could
because
you
you're not
imagine
going.
we picked up?
You know,
the
it
other
makes
one-
sense in San Francisco based on their offense.
Yes, yes.
Good offensive line, tight ends. You got Ayuk and Debo.
There's some
yes.
luck involved with that. I mean, too, though.
Luck how?
You got Mr. Irrelevant. You knew he was just going to take you to a Super Bowl.
Well, that
No,
obviously
you
helped.
didn't.
No, that's once in a
No, you
generation.
didn't.
I mean,
yeah, I said there's a. So
But
there-
if you have a ready-made team, then yeah, you can do that. You can put an average quarterback in there and make them look good.
and they did. I mean, I think he's a little bit better than average, though.
yeah.
I think
he
he
worked
yeah.
this way.
But to
He
get him
worked
at
this way.
Mr. Irrelevant, I mean, that's.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
that's-
course. Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, there's a little bit of luck involved. Is all I'm saying, and but you could say that about a lot of different teams. When Matthew Stafford won, there was some luck involved with some play calls. You could make that argument every single time.
Look how you're looking at Gibbs now compared to how you looked at him when he got in the draft. He's a superstar.
Everybody went,
Yeah.
what a running
Exactly.
back!
He's stupid. Why would he go up to 12 and get him? He told you why. This kid's a superstar.
Yeah.
And did you guys hear that there's some rumbles in Dallas about C.D. Lamb that they don't know if they want to pay him?
Well, I'll tell you what, CD, awful high price tag right there for us down here.
I don't give a fuck. If it came my way, I'd give up two first-round picks for him and 2 third-round
You're
picks for
silly,
him.
bro.
You see
You're
what McCarthy
silly.
said, though?
Hey,
What are you
got-
smoking? I want some of
Come
that.
on, dude. You
just
got the
paid
Sun
St.
God
Brown.
on one side.
You just paid Sewell. You just paid Goff. You're not going to do that.
And then put C.D. Lamb on the other side of that. That offense is unstoppable.
But I'm going to lose. I'm not going to be able to keep everybody.
Yeah, you still got to keep that line
I'm going
intact.
after Debo.
Yeah, I'd rather have Debo than CD Lamb. Call me crazy, but
I'd love to have. I think if you were able to pull that deal off, start polishing up your Vince Lombardi trophy. Get Woodward ready.
Yeah, but then you're going to lose St. Brown, you lose Williams, and
How are you going to leave St. Brown? You've locked up St. Brown.
you can't afford all them guys.
it's not
right
going to
there.
happen.
Well, no, it's not going to happen. It's pipe dreaming, and I believe Debo Samuel. He's had some injuries though too. That's the other thing that.
But he's that decoy, man.
You might get him cheaper though.
Yes.
You could get him cheaper, but you're not going to get the explosiveness you would get. And I understand why we're not going to get C.D. Lamb, even if he becomes
You saying
available.
you understand?
You
I
understand?
do understand.
Okay.
It's
But,
2 points when you understand.
If you could figure out a way to pull
We're going to
that
leave a
off,
pinch off the back, though.
if you could figure out a way to pull that off and have them on opposite sides of the field, then the offense don't stop. Your running backs are automatically better. Your offensive line is
What
automatically
about
better.
Jefferson signing the 4-year?
Yes,
The highest paid receiver.
Yeah.
He knew with McCarthy, he's going to throw me that ball.
Yeah. No, that's another one. Highest paid non quarterback in NFL
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
I saw that.
We'll see what happens. They need somebody to throw him to, though.
Yeah.
Or somebody to
If
throw
the
him the
Lions
ball,
do
I should
get
say.
CD Lamb, I think we should bring in Anthony Hopkins. Silence of the CD Lambs. Huh?
Damn you. Well, good job, boys. That does it for the news and sports segment. So we're going to take our final pause. You can catch the rest of the show on Apple and Spotify as it'll be audio only. Thank you for joining us. Love y'all. Be good. Ooh.